Chapter 7: Super Senses. In this chapter, you will learn about working of sense organs of animals, communication between animals, types of senses. Factoid: animals have sharper senses than humans. Like human beings, animals also use their sense organs to sense changes in the environment. Let's understand how animals can sense a wide range of stimuli that includes touch, pressure, pain, temperature, chemicals, light, sound, movement, danger, etc. All their sense organs respond to stimuli by producing nerve impulses that travel to the brain via sensory nerves. The impulses are then processed and interpreted in the brain as pain, sight, sound, danger, etc. Do you know? Sense organs allow animals to avoid hostile environment and sense the presence of predators. Types of senses. It is said that animals have super senses. Let's understand why it is said so. Sense of smell. Most animals that are mammals have a much keener smell than humans. For example, a dog has a good sense of smell. It is the reason that they are trained by the militants and kept as sniffing dogs. Do you know? Insects and reptiles also have good sense of smell. A mosquito can easily find a human with odor. Sense of hearing. Most animals like elephants, horses, and rats have strong sense of hearing than ours. They focus their ears in the direction from where the sound is coming. For example, a rat can sense the ultrasound range too, which human ears cannot sense. Sense of touch. Animals use sense of touch to interpret their world. For example, cockroaches and many other insects have hair along their bodies that help them to feel their surroundings. Sense of taste. The sense of taste allows animals to detect and identify dissolved chemicals. In reptiles, birds and mammals, the taste receptors are found mainly on the upper surface of the tongue. Many reptiles, such as snakes and lizards, use their tongues to detect taste and smell chemicals by transporting molecules to a pit in the roof of the mouth called Jacobson's organ. For example, dogs and cats are very sensitive to the bitter taste. Sense of vision. The sense of vision in many animals is also superior than ours. Animals process light differently. Some creatures have only 2 types of photoreceptors, which render them partially colorblind. Some have 4, which enable them to see ultraviolet light, while others can detect polarized light, which means they detect light waves in the same plane. For example, a tiger can see 6 times better at night than most of humans. Do you know? Like humans, animals have a daily pattern of resting, sleeping, and eating. In general, animals sleep according to how much they eat. Animals that eat food with a lower calorific density sleep less than others, and vice versa. Communication between animals. Animals might not be able to speak like humans, but can communicate very well. They communicate using signals which include visual, auditory, or sound-based and touch-based cues. They understand and interpret the cues to know what is being communicated. Different animals have different ways to communicate. Let's learn about the 2 important ways of communication. Communication by releasing chemicals. Some insects like ants, termites, etc. release special chemical called to communicate. They have glands located on the different segments of their body. From these glands, they can release pheromone. the type of message they wish to convey, like danger, food, etc., determines which gland they will use to release the pheromone. They also use pheromone to leave a trail to lead others in the colony. Communication through symbols. A honeybee performs waggle dance to tell other bees about the food, while an ape communicates by beating its chest. Female glowworms make a series of flashes to communicate with the males. A dog wags its tail when it is happy and hides its tail when it is scared. Limelight. Our world looks so beautiful with different kinds of animals. They are an essential part of our lives. People around the world pet animals, some for their love for them, while others pet them for their need, for instance for security purpose. Keywords. Stimuli, a thing or event that evokes a specific functional reaction in an organ or tissue. Jacobson's organ, an auxiliary olfactory sense organ that is found in many animals. Pheromone, a chemical substance produced and released into the environment by an animal. Ultrasound, sound that is higher than humans can hear. Ultraviolet, light that cannot be seen with naked eye by humans.